guys, it's Janixa and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the polishes that I wore in the month of January 2023. I wore a lot of manicures this month, so let's just get right into the video. So for my very first manicure of the year, I didn't really know what to wear. The month of January was kind of a difficult month for me polish-wise because it feels like December is a month where you wear all the sparkly things for the holidays, and then after New Year's, what do you wear? I mean, what kind of polishes do you wear? It was hard for me to pick polishes, so I went with a favorite. I wore Wildflower Lacquer's Potion. This one is so gorgeous, you guys. I absolutely love it. It is one of my all-time favorite polishes ever, and that's what I like to do. When I'm not sure of what polish to wear, I like to go for a favorite. Next up, I wore Sally Hansen Insta Dry Later Alligator, and this one is absolutely gorgeous. This was one of them that when I swatched it, I had to get it on my nails ASAP because it was just so beautiful. Again, still not sure what to wear at this point in the month. This was the manicure that I wore on the 4th of January, so 4 days in, and I just was not sure what to wear on my nails, so I went with this one and I enjoyed it. Next up, I wore OPI's My Color Wheel is Spinning. I was in the mood for Holo, which is kind of rare for me. I'm never really in the mood for it, but I was in the mood for extra Holo. So I added Holo Taco's Linear Holo Taco to this one, and it was absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, during this time there was no sun out, so I mean, I live in the Midwest, so it happens. So I couldn't get a gorgeous picture of this one in the sun like I wanted, you know, that really intense holo. But when I was in certain lighting or, you know, used my flash on my phone, it was absolutely beautiful. So I definitely got what I wanted when it came to extra holo. Next up, I wore Wildflower Lacquer's Lick Rust, and this one is from one of their Schitt's Creek collections, and this was beautiful. It was so much fun. It was very shifty. I wouldn't say that it was a favorite for me, but it definitely got extra points because it was Schitt's Creek themed. The formula on it was spectacular. It was pretty much a one coater. It was such a good polish, and again, super shifty. Next up, I wore OPI's Merry Midnight. And if you've been around the nail polish community for a while, you know that this one is a hard to find and very coveted polish. For me though, it wasn't all that great, and I actually regretted buying it. I ended up destashing it right away. It also had a really strong smell. I'm assuming that this is how all the polishes from a few years back smelled, but ooh, this one it had a very bad smell, and even after I had finished my manicure, I could still smell my nails, so it just really wasn't a favorite for me. I didn't really like the way it looked. In the bottle, the flakes that are in it look a few different colors, but on the nail I only got 2 colors, so it just wasn't my favorite at all, and I did end up destashing it right away. Next up, I wore Sally Hansen's Oaseas, and I don't usually wear blue polish that often, but I just had to wear this one. This was absolutely gorgeous from, I can't think of the collection that it came from, but I did review it, and again, as soon as I swatched this one, I knew that I had to wear it, and it was not a disappointment at all. This one is absolutely gorgeous. If you're able to pick it up and you like blue creams, definitely pick this one up. It's beautiful. Next up, I wore Glam Polish's Wednesday's Child is Full of Woe, and in the bottle, I absolutely loved this one. I knew that as soon as I pulled it out of my package that it was going to be a favorite. But unfortunately, when I put it on my nails, it just didn't have that same magic to it. I wore it for only 1 day. I took it off the next day just because I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. Nothing wrong with the formula or the actual polish. It was just personal preference. I don't know, you see, you guys, throughout the month of January, it was just really difficult for me to find something that I truly loved on my nails. It was such a I don't know, January is such an odd time. It's like the Monday of the year, of the months of the year, and for nail polish, it's an odd time. Let me know if any of you feel this way. Do you feel like January is a difficult month for you to pick out manicures? Because I was having such a rough time. Because I was continuing to have such a rough time, I went with another absolute favorite. This one is Orly Scenic Root. I love this polish. I actually ended up buying a different bottle because my original bottle was starting to fade and it was becoming a lot more, I forget how it leans, if it leans more pink or purple, but anyway, Orly Scenic Root is known to fade a little bit, so I did grab a new bottle and it was perfect, and I just get so sad that this color fades. I really wish it didn't. I actually am keeping the new bottle in a dark place, hoping that it'll fade less quickly, so I'll keep you guys updated. Next up, I wore ILNP's Mila, and this one is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. The formula is beautiful. The polish is stunning. The only thing that I wished for when I was putting this nail polish on was a paddle brush. I feel like ILNP should have a paddle brush already. I mean, they have everything else. Everything else is excellent. They're just missing that paddle brush. Next up, I wore Essie's Like a Rebel, and this one was a very nice polish. It has a gorgeous formula, but it was so close to my skin tone that it kind of didn't even look like I was wearing polish, so I didn't end up loving it as much as I thought I would. Yeah, I don't like the mannequin hands look on me. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but the polish itself had a great formula, and it was a beautiful polish, but yeah, just the fact that it was so close to my skin tone, it really didn't do it for me. Next up, I wore Essie's Licorice, and of course, I had to top it off with something, so I went with Holo Taco's Everything Taco. And in my notes here, I have Everything Taco is gorgeous. That is all. So that's all I wrote for my notes for this manicure. Everything Taco is absolutely stunning. So yeah, I really don't think I have much more to say about it, except that I kept like looking at my nails and moving my fingers around so that I could see all those beautiful flakes glistening. Next up, I wore Moonshine Manny's Dream Baby, and this is a Project Dupe It polish, and it's supposed to be a dupe for OPI's Teenage Dream. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you know that I have Teenage Dream, and it's one of my absolute favorite polishes, so I was really curious to see if this one would definitely be a dupe for it, and I'm so happy to say that it was. This looks almost identical to Teenage Dream, so if you missed out on OPI Teenage Dream, buy Dream Baby from Moonshine Manny because you will not be disappointed. I loved it. I think this was the first manicure of the month where I was just really, really happy because one of my favorite polishes has a great dupe. So I love Phoebe's Project Dupe It line. If I could buy them all, I would. They are so good and they look so similar to the original polishes. I just think that that whole Project Dupe It line is genius. And my very last manicure of the month was Essie's Going All In. This was one of their cashmere mattes, and I love the finish and I love the color, but a matte polish takes so long to dry. It was probably 30 or 40 minutes later, and I ended up denting the polish because I touched something. So as somebody who loves to use a quick dry top coat, that was so frustrating to me because usually with a quick dry top coat, 30 minutes later, my manicure is hard and dry and I don't have to worry about denting it or anything like that. So this polish definitely proved why I don't wear matte polishes all that often, just because they take forever to dry. There you have it, guys, all the polishes that I wore in the month of January 2023. Let me know which manicure of mine you like the best, and also let me know what polishes you wore in the month of January. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!